With its 9th season now in the books, the latest installment of 90 Day Fiancé was no stranger to the stressors and drama that define the series. From pregnancies and prenups to exes and restrictive religions, the usual points of contention were all there. While it is true that there were many a mess to bless, there were also moments that tugged on the heartstrings. Proving that love is worth fighting for, the couples did splice together enough romance to keep their relationships afloat. Ranging from original compositions to namaste rooms, the grandiose gestures of romance spoke loud enough to drown out the fights that prefaced and followed. 10 Treat yourself with her wedding within reaching distance and her placeholder ring still the one Kobe bought her from a vending machine. Emily found herself with two options. She could either trust her fiancé's word and wait for him to re-propose, or she could go full Donna Meagle and treat herself. In a dazzling display of self-love, Emily would buy her own engagement ring despite Kobe promising he'd do the same. Supported by no one, Emily's romantic gesture towards herself was ill-conceived and backfired once Kobe did propose, but it did create enough glimmer in her eyes to overlook her ongoing issues with her fiancé. 9 Unexpected warmth. To say Muhammad and wives spent more time arguing than harmonizing would be a monumental understatement. Judgmental over everything wife does, wears, and believes in, Muhammad's softly spoken gaslighting was as infuriating to watch as it was to experience. Defiantly, he did have one redeeming moment. After an unexpectedly pro-wife video chat with his mother, Muhammad lessens his passive aggressions and finds a way to right his many wrongs. Bringing wife over to the fire at the restaurant they were dining at, Muhammad proposed to wife in a way that respected her native spiritualism and proved growth from the religious closed-mindedness that nearly ended their relationship. 8 Red carpet treatment. It's no secret Jibra Bell loves the camera. Vibrant frontman to the band Black Serbs, Bell wastes no opportunity to showcase his star. After his fiancée Miona lands in South Dakota to move in with him and his parents, Jibra goes the extra mile to give her the A-list treatment. Literally rolling out a red carpet for Miona to walk on, Jibra pretends to be the paparazzi, pantomiming picture after picture of his Serbian stunner. Giving Miona her flowers, Jibra's red carpet treatment is both sweet and well aligned with his over-the-top nature. 7 Venue change. As Guillermo looked down the aisle seeing his bride for the first time, the love in his eyes is what every hopeless romantic dreams about. Pure and unconditional, his weightless adoration for his wife was beautiful and affecting. After a tragic loss, it was Kara's change of heart that got them there. Worried about finances, Kara wanted to elope, while Guillermo wanted a bigger celebration. After Guillermo's brother Jose passed away, Kara took Guillermo to a rodeo to cheer him up and opened her heart to a bigger wedding. With Jose's memorial seated front row for his brother's wedding, Kara's amenability came to life in the most wonderfully moving of ways. 6 Shared faith. Ariella Weinberg and S. 90-day tenure is long and volatile. Sharing their story over 3 platforms, Ari and Biniam have fought over numerous issues, many of which stemmed from Biniam's Christianity and its presence in their child's life. As the couple finally gets married, Bini's embracing of Ara's faith is admirably unexpected. In a temple under a wedding canopy made of Ethiopian fabric and a curtain from Ariella's grandmother, Bini gave Ari the mostly traditional Jewish wedding of her dreams. A long way from forced baptism and circumcision, Beni finally holding his wife as high as his own beliefs was a stirring affirmation of his commitment. 5 Champagne toast. Arranging a babyless dinner at the Daimaru Steakhouse, Kobe had more up his sleeve than just Japanese food. With joy in his eyes and smile after smile on his face, Kobe couldn't contain his excitement. After asking Emily what the biggest surprise he could do for her was, their server arrived with champagne and her new ring. Kobe's joy over finally doing right by his promise was contagious. Spending his modest savings on a ring he picked out with Emily's father and sister, the selflessness of his proposal was only paralleled by the guilt Emily felt for having already bought herself a ring. For Goddess on a gondola. After a disastrous car ride to Juma, Bilal needed to prove he was still the man Shaida fell in love with. Arranging a gondola ride through downtown Kansas City, Bilal not only proved he was still Mr. Romantic but made a childhood dream come true for his fiancé. Bilal's date opened up emotions he had not seen in Shaida. As she admitted to praying for Cinderella moments like that and nearly giving up on love, Bilal echoed the reasons behind her tears, and the couple finally shared a holy sweet night together. 3 high-stakes FaceTime. Thay's decision to not tell her father Ramon that she was moving to the United States to marry her fiancé Patrick nearly ruined her relationship with both men. With Patrick shell-shocked to hear that her dad both didn't know about their marriage and that he didn't like him, he decided to lay his heart on the line to save their relationship. FaceTiming her father in fluent Portuguese, Patrick stood up to Carlos' ignorant viewpoints and spoke eloquently of his love and intentions with Thais. While Carlos didn't quite approve of their marriage, Patrick's emotional call eased Thais' heart and showed her that her father may yet come around. 2 Home studio. Welcoming Shaida into his life under a sprawling ruse, Bilal's Be Grateful experiment was an awful way to start their 90 days. With Shaida unhappy with Bilal's deception, Bilal would have to go a long way to ease her concerns. As Shaida broke down in happy tears, he did just that. Taking Shaida to their real house to meet his family, Bilal's biggest surprise came in the form of the yoga studio he built Shaida in their home. Personalized with a framed copy of her Newsday article, Shaida now had her own space to recenter and teach. By all accounts, this was Bilal's sweetest moment. 1,000 miles. There isn't a second of Jibra's time on screen with Miona where it isn't obvious that he's head over heels in love with her. From laying out the red carpet to matching his outfits with her to pushing away his parents to give her the wedding of her dreams, Jibra's love is selfless. In a warm and largely empty ceremony led by his grandmother Shane in Joshua Tree, Jibra surprises his bride with a country song that he wrote, recorded for her as they walk to the altar. Singing along with his song on their journey so far and the road to come, Jibra and his 1,000 miles stand alone as the most swoon-inducing, romantic gesture on the show.